Welcome to my Kelly Ripa Show's channel. Snow can shut down roads, silence cities, and cancel plans, but sometimes it creates moments you don't expect. This time, the snow didn't just fall on Brooklyn streets. It became part of a live conversation that connected viewers at home with what was happening outside in real time. As flakes piled up and the cold tightened its grip on New York, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos decided not to stay comfortably indoors. Instead, they checked in directly from Brooklyn with ABC7's Phil Tate, turning a regular weather update into something much more personal, much more real. What happened during that snowy check-in surprised many viewers, and by the end of it, the snowstorm felt less like chaos and more like a shared experience you won't forget. Winter storms in New York are nothing new, but every storm has its own story. This one arrived quietly at first, then quickly transformed Brooklyn into a white, frozen scene. Streets slowed down, sidewalks disappeared under layers of snow, and the city's usual rhythm softened into something calmer, almost reflective. As millions of people stayed indoors, checking weather alerts and school closures, morning television took on a new role. It wasn't just about entertainment anymore, it was about connection. Viewers wanted to know what was really happening outside, not through headlines, but through people they trust. That's when Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos made the decision to check in live on the snow situation in Brooklyn, bringing ABC7's Phil Tate into the conversation. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have always been known for their natural chemistry and relaxed style, but during this snowy moment, something shifted. The focus wasn't on jokes or studio chatter, it was on real life unfolding just outside the doors. Instead of simply reading forecasts, Kelly and Mark engaged directly with Phil Tate, who was standing out in Brooklyn, surrounded by falling snow and icy streets. The contrast was striking. Inside, warmth and lights. Outside, cold wind, snow-covered roads, and a city adapting in real time. Kelly asked the questions viewers at home were thinking. How bad is it really? Is it getting worse? How are people handling it? Mark listened closely, reacting not as a host, but as someone genuinely curious about what was happening beyond the studio walls. Phil Tate didn't just deliver weather facts, he painted a picture. He described the sound of snow underfoot, the snower traffic, the bundled-up residents moving carefully through their morning routines. He explained how conditions were changing minute by minute, and how city crews were working to keep roads passable. What made the moment powerful was its honesty. There was no exaggeration, no panic, just clear, calm reporting that helped viewers feel informed rather than overwhelmed. This kind of reporting reminded many viewers of another viral moment circulating online, titled "Kelly and Mark Brave the Blizzard as NYC Shuts Down," where real-time weather coverage became unexpectedly emotional. By echoing that same sense of presence and authenticity, this Brooklyn check-in naturally connected with audiences searching for real stories during extreme weather. What stood out most was how conversational everything felt. Kelly reacted to Phil's updates with concern, curiosity, and even small moments of humor. Mark added thoughtful comments, acknowledging how tough winter mornings can be for essential workers and families. This wasn't scripted. It felt like friends talking through a shared experience. Viewers didn't feel like they were being talked at, they felt included. That's what made this snow check-in resonate so deeply. In times of unpredictable weather, people look for familiarity. Kelly and Mark offered that. Phil Tate delivered clarity. Together, they created a moment that felt steady during uncertainty. Social media quickly reflected that reaction. Viewers commented on how comforting it was to see real conditions instead of dramatic headlines. Others appreciated how calmly the situation was explained, without fear-based language. This check-in wasn't about breaking news, it was about shared understanding. Brooklyn, often shown as busy and loud, appeared quieter under the snow. Phil described neighborhoods moving at a slower pace, neighbors helping each other, and a sense of calm settling in despite the cold. Kelly pointed out how snow has a way of changing the city's personality. Mark agreed, noting how moments like this remind people to pause. It was a simple observation, but it landed. For many watching at home, it mirrored exactly how they were feeling. Live television has a unique strength. It captures moments as they happen. This check-in proved that even a weather update can become meaningful when it's done with care. Kelly and Mark didn't rush the segment. They let Phil speak. They listened. They reacted honestly. That authenticity is what separates memorable moments from forgettable ones. For viewers dealing with snow-covered driveways, delayed commutes, or quiet snow days at home, this segment felt personal. It reflected their reality without exaggeration. Some viewers even shared that watching the conversation helped them feel less isolated, especially those stuck indoors due to the storm. That's not something you can plan. It happens when storytelling is genuine. While the segment wasn't loud or dramatic, it carried the same emotional pull as other viral moments online. Much like the widely shared Kelly and Mark brave the blizzard as NYC shuts down, this Brooklyn check-in succeeded because it felt real. No flashy graphics, no forced reactions, just people connecting during a shared experience. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos don't try to overpower a moment. They let it breathe. That's why their check-in with Phil Tate worked so well. They trusted the story. They trusted the audience. And the audience responded. Snowstorms pass, streets clear, life returns to normal, but moments like this stay with viewers. They remind people why live television still matters and why simple human conversations can have the biggest impact. If moments like this, real conversations, honest reporting, and meaningful television are what you enjoy watching, make sure you stay connected. Your support helps bring more stories like this to you. Don't forget to like this news and subscribe so you never miss the moments that matter most. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon, right here on Kelly Ripa Shows.